in recent discussion, the question of expedient equalizers came up, and pins were a very popular option. Now, I don't really like the standard ballpoint pen. They're flimsy, they break easily, and it's kind of hit or miss. Now, they do make these tactical pens. They're made of metal and they're a lot heftier, okay? But for a true expedient, I prefer the good old-fashioned Sharpie, or any other brand of marker that comes in this kind of thick casing, okay? Now, I've seen a lot of videos talking about using pens for self-defense, mainly based upon Kubotan-type techniques. Now, most of these techniques involve using a forward grip like this, which is basically a substitute for Boshiken, or as I would use, a phoenix-eye fist, which I prefer to the Boshiken, or a reverse grip, ice pick type grip like this, which is basically an assisted hammer fist. Now, these videos are, in my opinion, mixed. Some are okay, some are not so great. I expected to see a lot more, honestly. But one thing that I didn't see brought up very often is this handy little grip here. Now, this is a lot like what you would use with a traditional weapon called a chijikunbo. You could also think of it as sort of like a shobo, which has a ring, or the Chinese version is airmate piercers. But again, they're metal and sharp and used for puncturing. This, of course, isn't. This is just an expedient equalizer. But I'm going to show you some techniques that are good enough to bring down an adult even when you're just a small child. So I've got my son here with me. Come on, Caegan. And he's going to use the grip that I just showed you. Show it to the camera, Caegan. And what we're targeting, sorry about that, battery problems. Okay, so the point we're targeting is small intestine 6, which is right behind the ulnar styloid process. That's that bulgy bit in your wrist, okay? And the target is the ulnar nerve. Now, let's say I grab his wrist and I'm going to try to take him away somewhere. And what you do, you put the side of the pin right behind that bone. And the motion is a sort of spiraling, okay? It's not straight back and forth, and it's not straight side to side. So what we're... Oh, it's still rolling. Come on. So what we're going to do... Go on, get it back on there, baby. Okay. Is he's just going to use his body weight, because he can't do overpowering with his arms and hands. But you're going to... Oh! Use his body weight. Let's bring it around to the camera so they can see. You're pulling into your center, all right? And go ahead and give it another torque so they can see what we're doing. Go ahead and twist it again. And this obviously breaks my grip and gives him a chance to get away. All right, come on back. Now, this grip will also work. Let's switch positions again, honey. This grip will also work for targeting triple warmer 10, which is here in the dip of the elbow. It's not on the muscle, it's right underneath the tissue, okay? And so from, say, an ikkyo, you can press this, find the elbow, and again, you're not pressing straight down into the joint. What you're doing is you're pushing, follow the line of my finger, you're pushing in and up. And that'll bring them right down. That's also targeting the ulnar nerve. That's a larger branch of the ulnar nerve as it comes down from the brachial plexus. Finally, there's small intestine 18, which is right here on the tip of the cheekbone. That is the infraorbital nerve. Infraorbital is under the eye orb. Okay? And the fun thing about this one is if you do it on somebody, it just looks like a smack to the face. Here, make sure that this is on the camera. It just looks like a smack to the face. When in in fact, it's a vital point strike that causes the eye to tear up uncontrollably. Now the trick with this is you don't just want to lay into them, you want to smack it and kind of pop the back of the knuckles forward so that it pushes the pin into it, okay? And because this causes the eye to tear up, it works as a type of metsubushi, which is a tactical technique to impair the vision, which of course gives you a greater opportunity to get away. Okay, I hope the cutting doesn't look too bad on this. Like I said, I was having battery problems and I didn't have a lot of time to put this together, but hopefully you learned a couple of things, and maybe I'll be doing some more videos like this in the future. Thanks for watching. I just want to take a second to remind everybody to like my page on Facebook, Balanced Martial Arts and Holistics of West Tennessee, and look for my book on Amazon, Hatchie-Ryu, Ninpo, and Overview. Thanks again for watching.